Hi Libra, welcome to the full moon or beginning rather, July 20th and 21st of 2024, depending on where you are in this on this planet, on this orb. You have full moons rather, close out cycles. So the cycle that you're closing out, or the direction that this reading is going in, is number 2 cycle, status quo, but it did come up reversed. So we have to look at it in that respect. And anyway, this is the direction that the reading is going in. So this can portend some upheaval taking place, maybe sooner than you think, so it can happen rather quickly. Maybe it's something that you're doing, that you choose to do, or it can be something that's not, right? It's something unexpected, it's possible. This can be anything from leaving a relationship or a job, or maybe even making a big change. But it can also be like a closing of a business, or perhaps, yeah, closing a business where you're employed. It asks you to get clear in your thinking and to consider steps that you need to take to redirect your destiny, your energy. So even if the situation that's changing seems a little bit out of your control, don't lose sight of your own power, of your thoughts. Um, Actually, this can be an opportunity for you to move towards your desired destiny. So the adjustment can feel severe, but it won't be, it's sort of like the phoenix rising. I mean, you can even see the sun there behind it. Um, Now, that's the meaning of this card. Um, but I think the deeper meaning is that any upheavals, it's kind of like the Tower card for me, any upheavals can actually set you free from something and move you into a more desirable place than where you were. Okay? All right. So that's the direction that the reading is going in. Let's see what the cards have to say here. The first column is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon. Also, if you are consciously ending a cycle, closing out a situation, you can find that here as well. The second column is you and what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're feeling, that sort of thing. It's you in the situation. And the third column is, or the last two cards, probable outcome. Probable because some things we are able to change, forewarned is forearmed, and some things have to happen, or we've decided in advance to experience these things before we came here. But it's always for our growth. It's always to further us in some way, in a good way, if we take the lesson from the situation. Okay. All right. Let's get started. The King of Wands is my Aries, is associated with Aries. Justice card is associated with Libra for me, so that's your particular card. You would probably understand this card very well. The King of Wands is a very managerial type person. These are trailblazers. These are people. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, so they often rush in first, get the information in, and then inform people about it later. So they're trailblazers. It's a passionate energy, Aries. The negative side of this would be somebody who believes that they know it all, and doesn't really listen to anybody else's opinion. That's just the negative side. Um, but these are people who are usually their own person, their own. They very often have their own businesses because it's difficult to take um, instruction from anybody else. It's kind of like they want to figure it out for themselves. They wanted to discover it themselves, right? The trailblazers. But it's a very fiery energy, so there can be some passion or anger associated with any fire sign. Um, depending on how balanced they are, depending upon the situation. Now we have the Justice card there. So the Justice card can be literally justice, legal situations. It is the ultimate karma card. What you give is what you receive. This card always reminds me of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, where you are going to a point where your heart is weighed against a feather, and if your heart is as light as a feather, you get to move forward. If not, you have to go back and learn that lesson again. Um, but it is the card, the ultimate card of what you give, you get back, right? It's the golden rule card, really. Do unto others. So it's a pretty important card, I think. It does ask for balance. And if you are in a legal situation, the card says that there is a just outcome. So, the crime or the punishment fits the crime, or if you didn't do anything, there's no punishment. So, um, it's supposedly a just outcome. Now you have the King of Cups with this, so this is another person involved here. The King of Wands is going to be somebody with elongated features, long face, long eyes, long nose, long hands. That's how you can, like a flame, right? You can know who this person is. Well, the King of Cups is associated with Cancer for me, and these are people with round features. They can be very stoic, they're extremely sensitive. Um, this person is mastering in this life their passions, while this person, the King of Cups, is mastering their emotions. So this person is very often the calm in the storm, the King of Cups. Um, thus,